reason they are 3-6 since the trade deadline passed. Owner Jeannie Buss said Saturday, quote, "The biggest challenge for us is the fake news about how we were supposedly trading our entire roster for a certain player, which is completely not true. But those stories leak out and it hurt our young players. It wasn't fair." Shannon, does Jeannie have a point?
No, she doesn't have a point. But Skip, you saw what she did there, Skip? She said they wanted, the speculation of that, they wanted to trade their entire roster. Not that we wanted to trade for Anthony Davis. It was the entire roster. So in other words, she's trying to parse and mince words. The question I would have for Jeannie, were you or were you not trying to trade for Anthony Davis? Whether you wanted to trade one player or 15 players, was that the case? Because we can get, and maybe they exaggerated and said they wanted this, this, and this. But we know, Skip, they tried to trade for Anthony Davis. And they were willing to give up the bulk of their young talent in order to secure Anthony Davis. Now, Jeannie, I'm not so sure if you still want these guys on your roster. Because if they're going to let this distract them when you're, guess what? It ain't distract them from getting that direct deposit. Them checks still clear, ain't they, Skip?
Yep.
Do your job. Whatever you can control, which is the way you play on the court. That's it. You can't control whether or not you're going to be there today or tomorrow or this offseason they're going to move you. You can't control that. But what you can do is control the way you play on a nightly basis. So, Jeannie, this is not the media's fault that they're playing like this. I get it's easy. Everybody blame the media. That seems to be the easy.
Yeah, it's the easy out.
You know what?
Just blame the media.
I would get a speeding ticket, I blame the media. Because you wouldn't even stop me if I wasn't who I was. I blame the media. For moving
But that's
forward.
true. They wouldn't.
For moving forward, anything that happens to me, I'm blaming the media.
I don't know. I feel like the media would help you get out of that ticket.
No, they won't. It's the media's fault. So I'm not giving these young Lakers with LeBron James, I'm not giving anybody a pass.
To me, fake news is Jeannie Buss saying this was all fake news.
No.
That's fake news.
Yes.
She looks really bad.
Yes.
Trying to pawn all this off on and blame the media. How can you even start with this? Because every respectable, responsible reporter I know, from Mark Stein to Woj,
that's a good point.
All of them were reporting escalating offers from the Lakers. By the day, they escalated. It was Kuzma, and Ingram, and Lonzo, and then it was Josh Hart and Big Zoo, and a first, and then maybe 2 firsts. It just escalated by the day.
Wasn't it reported that it was the Pelicans that was leaking what the Lakers were offering?
Look, she just can't cover up the fact that clearly LeBron and Rich Paul tried to pull off a power play that I'm still shocked they didn't pull off. I kept telling you they're going to do this because it's LeBron and it's clutch sports. This is power brokering. This is putting pressure on Adele Demps, who wasn't going to be long for the world in the first place, to cave in and actually do a deal that I think would have benefited the Pelicans greatly, because it was a very fair offer that wound up on the table. But LeBron initiated it because LeBron wanted Anthony Davis. So LeBron has to be somewhat responsible for the fallout. Now, I agree with what LeBron said about, hey, if you can't stand the heat being a Laker, you just got to suck it up. You don't belong here. Well, I could also say that about LeBron here of the last couple of games, because the heat is going to grow like he's never felt it grow if they miss the playoffs.
Think about this, Skip. Jeannie wasn't running the team, her old man, Dr. Buss was. But what do you think the turmoil was with Shaq and Kobe? And they continue to win. They win in championships, bickering.
Until he shipped Shaq out, and then all of a sudden it went a little dry for a couple of years.
But, Skip, it wasn't just the last year they lost to Detroit that Shaq and Kobe was bickering. They were bickering and still winning championships. Because guess what? At the end of the day, what you can control, Shaq wanted him gone, he wanted Shaq gone. Let's go. In the meantime, since we're here, we might as well go to win these titles together.
You are right. But again, this is self-destruction. This was from inside out.
Right.
And she's saying, these quotes are outrageous about all of it was false. All of it was false?
It's a lie.
You can't say that.
In other words,
All of it.
You guys
there was no offer, period, says Jeannie Buss. No offer was ever made. Well, then all these reporters were making up what she calls lies. She calls them lies. They write lies and conjecture and made up stuff just to get clicks and follow. Really?
That's harsh. That is harsh.
I don't think that happened.
So let me ask, I would ask, they should ask her. So let me ask you a question. Did Magic want to fire Luke Walton and you put the foot down? Is that a lie? Because that's what the reports, all the reports had that too.
Jackie McMullen said that LeBron's camp, not necessarily just LeBron, but the camp wanted Luke gone.
And I thought,
right?
So what about that part about Magic could be heard yelling at Luke Walton? Was that a lie? Because you know what it seems to be? There are a lot of lying going on in the Lakers organization.
Yeah, I mean, the media is here to stay, though. These are harsh words coming from her, acting like this came out of nowhere.
Skip, we know for a fact. If that was the case, Skip, why are the Pelicans not playing Anthony Davis? So it's just all of a sudden they say, you know what, we're not going to play you. We only going to play you 20 minutes.
Yep.
Why? Because when he was playing, when he was averaging 29 and 13, he was playing. But until the trade came to be, and remember they shut him down for a while, he was healthy, and Alvin Gentry, he's healthy.
Okay.
He's healthy.
I'm disappointed in Jeannie because I like Jeannie and I respect Jeannie, and I need her now as the CEO of this operation to step up and speak strongly about what didn't happen.
Right. You didn't get it done.
You didn't get it done at this conference.
Not yet. Not to say we're not there. I mean, stop saying we didn't get it done. We still might.
You still might. But I need her to try to light the fire instead of put this fire out.
Right.
Because she's trying to let them off the hook and give everybody a pass.
But we won't do
No, don't do that.
You're the Lakers.
I need her to speak out. I kept waiting yesterday for Magic, the big bombshell quote from Magic saying, this is unacceptable. This will stop on Monday night at home. Something like that. I needed a call-out quote from either Jeannie or Magic. And I know Jeannie hasn't been doing this job that long, but this is her responsibility. This is what it entails. This is what Jerry Buss, her father, would have done. He would have called this team out. He never really had this kind of situation to fight with. But although with the Kobe years,
after Shaq left, they got lean for a second.
Yep. No, I agree. So now's not the time to deflect blame. It's to accept it, embrace it, and say it ain't going on any longer. It stops here. Stops. The buck stops on my desk.
It's easy to blame someone else.
Yeah.
Whatever's going on in your life, it's easy to blame someone else. What about me? What responsibility does the Lakers, what responsibility does the players that suit up every night and play, what's their responsibility? Because last night, Wojo ain't took a shot. Chris Haynes ain't had a dunk. Maury Steins did not miss a rotation on defense. It's always it's the media. But that's my new thing now. Media.
You're not doing that.
I'm doing it.
Her team is at risk of missing the playoffs for 6 straight years, so it's frustrating. You got LeBron. You thought it'd be easy, and it's not. She needs a challenge.
Let me ask you a question, Skip. Well, whose fault was it the previous years you missed the playoffs? Media?
Probably not. I'd have to go back and look at some quotes. I'm not exactly sure.
I know she wasn't in that role. Her brother had taken over.
True.
Well, come on now.
Yep.
We don't do that media thing.
All right, maybe tonight.
But you have been responsible for some